Well, good day, folks, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Fire. And today is December 31st, 2024. And this will be the last video of 2024. Anyway, just a quick little chat video today, and a little overview of some things, and I want to mention a couple of, or one channel, maybe, or two, and whatever I can think of, I'll say or come up with, or like I say, I have no script and no things wrote down or anything like that. It's just how it comes out, how I think of it. Anyway, so yeah, today is, we'll get to the weather here in a minute, but today is December 31st, 2024. And just like that, we jump ahead to April 2025. Anyway, it's almost like a spring day here today. Holy cats, all the snow has melted pretty well. We'll get in and have a look at the weather there in a minute. This time, 1 week ago today, we were in the middle of a snowfall. And we had snow on the Saturday before that. So we ended up with about, I think between the two snowfalls, probably 30 centimeters of snow. And it's basically gone. I had a real nice snow base here on my driveway that the snow blowers would slide over. Gone. It's just like that. Yeah. It's just amazing how the things change. And we went over that field over there, all that was all covered in snow. And I was over at my son's place this morning, and it's kind of strange over at his place and compared to here in his place. His snow is probably 95% or more gone. And I always seem to get snow here a little bit earlier than him, and it always seems to stay later in the spring than his does. And he's not that far away, a 15-minute drive, but as the crow flies, it would only be, I don't know how many miles it'd be, but it might be 10 miles in the difference, maybe. Anyway, yes, some strange how things can change. The weather is just, I don't think it knows what it's doing. Anyway, so this will be the last January thaw in December for this year. So tomorrow, all the January thaws will be in January. So anyway, now I keep saying January thaws, and I don't know if you people kind of get what I'm saying, but years ago, we would have a warm spell in January, and it was always called the January thaw. And we mostly ever got one January thaw. But for some reason nowadays, it seems like every second week we get a January thaw. In December, January, February. Anyway, so that's where I come up with the January thaw. That's what it used to be called, and I guess that's what it's still called, anyway. Hard to believe. We're going to look at the temperature here today now. We'll do the weather. Weather. So we're at 8 degrees Celsius today. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Southwest. Wind at 12 miles an hour, so it's not very windy out. It would be a real good day to be out cutting wood, but I'm not gonna. So we're supposed to get to 7 today. We have passed that and got to 8, and it's supposed to be sunny and cloud. That's what it's been like all day. So then January 1st, 2025 is 4 degrees and sun and cloud. 4 degrees on Thursday. And we kind of start getting back into, I won't call them normal temperatures, but the below zero temperatures. And a little bit of snow here and there. 60% chance there. Saturday is just a mix of sun and cloud. Sunday and Monday is 60% chance. Now that could turn into sort of a snowstorm. That could be. But anyway, like normally years ago, I can remember around Christmas time and this New Year's time, we'd be minus 25 degrees Celsius. That would be a normal temperature. Here we are at 8 degrees above Celsius. Anyway, I guess that's just the way it is. And I guess even down in the United States there, I was watching one video there from John at the Catbird Hill. Gee, I think that's what it's called. I better go look at it to make sure I got that right. Anyway, he was out doing whatever and heard a big crash, and down come a great big ash tree. You know, the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. Sorry, John, I kind of got that screwed up, I think. Anyway, he was saying that it was 65 degrees there today. He's in Pennsylvania. So, amazing, the weather. Anyway, we've got a lot of winter to get through yet. So, that's hard to know what will happen. So, yeah, this is going to be kind of a rambling and going on, kind of foolish video here today. Not much going on, that's for sure. But I was over to my son's place there and fixed up a tire that he had leaking. He had a screw in the tire, so we pulled that out and put a plug in it, and that was a little thing done today. And some of you might have known that he was working on a Farmall 100 tractor in 1956. So he's pretty well got that fixed up now. It runs and it charges and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of we had a lot of trouble getting that to go. Or he did, but I kind of helped, I guess. But anyway, it's done, so the guy going to come and pick it up. But can't really pick it up now until the roads are dry or it gets cold enough that there's no water on the roads. Because as soon as you put a tractor like that on a flatbed truck to take it anywhere, on a wet road here at this time of year, it's going to be covered in salt. And that will ruin it. Because I did that once here a number of years ago. I took one of my Ford tractors, not either one of those two, but another one that I have, and I took it from here to my son's place on a wet day in the winter, and it got covered in salt, and it just ruined it. It's rusted everywhere, and it was in pretty good shape before that, but it just unreal rust. So we don't do that anymore. So what else is going on here? I haven't burnt much wood since the Sunday chat, so the pile hasn't gone down a whole lot. And so what else did I do? Oh yes, I better make sure I try and get people's names and channel names correct. Holy cats, I'm bad for forgetting. So I was talking to Dell in the backyard with Dell. And he asked me if I had got the new sticker yet. This is Dell's sticker, but he has a new one now, so he sent me one. So I said to him, I said, no, I didn't, Dell, because the postal, Canada-wide postal strike was on here for, I don't know, probably a month, I guess, just before Christmas. And they just were ordered back to work just a few days before Christmas, I think. Anyway, they're probably way behind in their deliveries or whatever. So I gotta stop reading over here and remember what I'm trying to do. So they're probably way behind in their mail. They got to catch up over a month of backlog mail and then process the stuff that's coming in on a daily basis since they get back to work. So then Dale had said about that he had sent Loretta and Jason a new sticker. So I kind of asked Dale, said, Loretta and Jason have a channel, and if they do, let me know what it is. So, because he was sending it to Canada, so I thought, well, I'll see what I can find out there. Because you never know, they could be just up the road from here, but they aren't anyway. So I looked up this channel and got looking at what was what there, and here is the channel name. Let's see now if I can get this in here. Yeah. Loretta and Jason, Off-Grid Journey. So they've sold their house that they have there, and they've moved out to the country. I've only watched 2 videos so far, but they're in northern Canada above Toronto. I don't know how far above Toronto, but probably 4 or maybe 5 hour drive right straight above Toronto. So looks to be like lots of snow, and they've got the 4-wheelers and snowmobiles, and what I noticed was in one of the videos was they had garden tractors. So I had to kind of mention that and had a quick chat with them there. So anyway, we should go and have a look at those that channel. It's going to be a nice one to watch. All kinds of things going on there. He's into garden tractor pulling, and I'm sure there's lots of stuff they're into that I just haven't seen yet. Anyway, they look like they have a nice spot there now too. So what else am I looking here for? What I'm looking here for is that one there. This one here I like. I watched this one now. Loretta and Jason, you might already know about this channel. Let's see now, there we go. So Loretta and Jason, if you're watching this video of mine, this channel here may be of interest to you. Little Griff Off-Grid, Alberta. The fellow's name is Don, and he's got lots of things on the go there. I like watching that channel. They're usually going into the woods with the skidoos and sleds and groomer and making trails and getting his wood out to burn. And so I've only started watching Don maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I guess. But I'm sure there's going to be lots of things to see there. So that might be of interest to you, Loretta and Jason. Let's see if I can get back to the title here again. Yeah, Little Griff Off-Grid, Alberta. Yeah, nice fella. Lots of things going on there. He's got into solar power, and he's got those Blue Eddy battery packs and different types of batteries and different ways of having all his lights and stuff set up, and he's got lots of tips and tricks if you want to get to be in the off-grid mode. So anyway, I thought that was kind of neat, and Don's channel is a great thing to be watching as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, I'm going to take a little break here and I'll be back. All right, we're back, and there is the fire. The fire is on today. Just looks like a nice coal fire. Little blue flames coming out. Nice and toasty red hot. So I thought I'd mention a little bit about my channel here, just for fun. The end of the year and all, and I don't watch the numbers, and I don't get into that. I'm doing this channel or this video stuff just for fun. So algorithms, I have no idea what that is or what it does, and how many people watch this or how many people watch that. I don't follow that stuff at all. But anyway, I have as of right now today, I have 210,981 views. And I have 666 videos. That's kind of hard to believe, isn't it? And in the middle of January of 2025, we'll be about the 2-year mark I've been doing this videoing. Now, I'm not too sharp on this stuff. And I'm about as sharp as the butter knife handle in the kitchen drawer when it comes to computers and iPhones or whatever phones, and YouTube things and algorithms, and watch this and watch that times, and I don't know nothing too much about that stuff. I'm lucky to have a son and a daughter that can fix up the iPhone here and get me set to where I need to be going, or show me what to do, or whatever. So, but yeah, this is certainly not my my thing. I watch Ken's Small Engine live on Saturday afternoons. I kind of like to watch that. So I tried getting in on the live there last Saturday, and somehow I got into it, but I didn't know if I was into it or if I wasn't, and I couldn't hear what they were saying, and I didn't know if they knew what I was saying, and anyway, it's just, I'll have to try it again and see what happens. But like I say, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of guessing and playing along when I'm trying to get into those things. Anyway, so I've got 723 subscribers. Now, I don't ask for subscribers. I don't think I have ever, I might have once or twice. And I don't ask for likes, and I don't ask for whatever, and all that kind of stuff. But I am asking today if I could get 2 subscribers to get me to 725 subscribers by midnight tonight. Just for fun. That's the only thing I'm doing. I don't like uneven numbers. I'd rather, or I shouldn't say that. I like, 25, 50, 75, 100 number. The 25 will be an uneven number, of course. There you go. See, just how sharp I am. Anyway, it'd be kind of fun just to see it get to 725 by midnight tonight, just for one giggles kind of thing. So anyway, if anybody could subscribe, that would be great, just for entertainment's sake. So, all right, now I'm going to shut this off again here, and then I'll see when I shut this off. Then I can think of things that I forgot that I can mention. Anyway, all right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back again, and I think I might have a couple of more things to think of or say. So when I wanted to get onto this YouTube quite a few years ago, so this is how sharp I am. Somehow I got joined onto YouTube, but I didn't know it, and I didn't know if I was or if I wasn't, and never did anything with it until 2 years ago. So if you look at what they used to call About page, I think it's called More now. If you look at that, it says that I joined, I think it says December 26th, 2019. So anyway, it just goes to show you, this old butter knife ain't too sharp, that's for sure. Anyway, I finally figured it out, but 2 years ago. But anyway, it's kind of too bad that I hadn't figured it out back in 2019, because I would have had a lot more videos, because I used to do garden work with the garden tractors and the plows and discs and cultivator, and I used to grow potatoes and things like that. So I had a lot of things I could have been videoing, but anyway, don't do that anymore, so kind of missed out on that. So I'm getting back to Loretta and Jason off-grid journey. Thank you very much for subscribing, Loretta and Jason. They subscribed earlier today when I found their channel, and I also subscribed to theirs. Well, that's great. Thanks very much. So I don't know if Dawn at Little Riff Off-Grid Alberta knows about this channel, but there you go, Dawn. You might look them up if you haven't already done so. There now. Anyway, so what else do I want to talk about? Well, there's nothing too exciting or startling, as my aunt used to say, exciting or startling, coming up on the channel. It's just going to continue on the same way as it has, and I'll keep doing videos of things that I do, and as we get into nicer weather, like today, it would be a good day, but I just didn't feel like doing it today. But I could be cutting wood today. But as I said to my son when I was over there, how did he want me to to go about cutting the wood. So if there's nice days like this or similar days through January and February, March, I might go and do a little bit of cutting over there at his place. So at my son's place, we got 16 cords of wood here, probably a week or so ago, delivered. So that's my hobby for the summer and probably next summer. So I usually cut most of it up, but anyway, we'll see. I do like doing it, but my back isn't that liking it as much as I like doing it. But I like doing it to, I get some exercise, of course, and I just can't do it for hours and hours and hours in a run of a day. But the sooner I get it cut, the sooner it's going to dry and season and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be videos of that coming up. Some wood cutting on the pile. And we do have the son's compact Ford tractor or the Ferguson tractor. We have a saw bench so we can hook up to either one of those tractors. And it makes pretty short work of the logs once you get the system going. So what we get is small stuff. We get about 10 inches in diameter and less. So it's just easier for us to move around. You know, I know people like the 16, 18, 20, 25 inch rounds, but we just don't have the equipment to kind of move that stuff. So when we order wood, we kind of ask if we can get stuff that's, 10 inches, 11 inches and under. So it just makes it easier for this old fella to move it. So anyway, we did a lot of wood, or I should say I did a lot of wood last year. We had an awful lot of wood from the Hurricane Fiona the year before, and plus our wood that we normally get to cut up. So what we burn here is I burn about 2 cords here in my garage, and I store it over in this corner here. So I can get almost 2 cords in here, and then outside on the other side of that wall there's about almost 3/4 of a cord stored out there just in case I run out. And if I don't run out, then that stuff outside then comes inside for the next year. So anyway, so I burn about 2, my son burns about 4, and my sister-in-law burns 2. So when we get the 16 cords, that'll do us around the 2-year mark, maybe a little more or maybe a little less, depending on the year. But Fiona, the Hurricane Fiona wood, we got about 5 cords of wood out of that, just the stuff that blew out onto the grassed area of the land over there at his place. And there's still all kinds of it broke and pulled out of the ground in the woods that I haven't gotten to. And I probably never will, as much as I'd like to. Anyway, I like doing wood. It's great heat, and a great thing to cook on. Sometimes I don't do it as much as I used to, but that coals in there that I showed you right now are perfect for setting that in on top of the coals and doing a steak or pork chop or whatever on it. So it just kind of sets, right in on top. Right in there, like that. And the goodies you can cook in there. Boy, So nice. But I don't do that as much as I used to. I did do it once or twice this year, but there now. So that's the way to cook if you're going to cook anything is on a wood fire. That's for sure. So I kind of want to maybe wrap this up here. I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thanks very much for subscribing. I got quite a few in December, the month of December there. So yeah, so my little channel's not going to grow too fast or anything like that, but it's kind of fun to watch the numbers go up for whatever it's going to do for me. Anyway, yeah, well, thanks a lot for subscribing. I certainly appreciate you doing that, and hopefully you get a kick out of my videos. Most of my videos, or I should say all of my videos, are not how-to videos. It's just the way I do things, and if you get some kind of a tip out of it, then that's good. And I have to also thank the subscribers that have subscribed in the past, and I certainly enjoy the commenting back and forth. That's one of the main things why I do this, because that's the fun part, I find. There's I don't know how many, but there's quite a few that we chat back and forth on different things, and when I make a video, they chat back and forth, and when they make a video, I chat back and forth with them. And there's one fellow that I like chatting back and forth with, and I've been kind of leaving him alone this December. I gave him a little Christmas gift this year. I haven't said nothing about that. But tomorrow's January 1st, so that's over with. Oh dear. We'll get to that tomorrow or the next day on that. So here's another video or a channel that I like to watch. Rick and Donita. Rick's Outdoors. Firewood mostly. They get wood in, they saw it up, and they have a Wolf Ridge wood splitter, and they have a little tractor, and they have totes, and they have a trailer. So they get wood, cut it up, and sell it. And nice people. I like watching their channel. They seem to want snow, and I don't have any to give them at the moment. They're down in South Carolina. And then we had Gator. Gator's World. And Gator is in Ontario, Canada. And then we have Kenny at Open Air Adventure. He and his buddy Winston like getting out into the woods and cut down trees. And they have a lot of Hurricane Fiona damage there. When you see their videos, you can see trees crisscrossing and going back and forth every which way, and it was all from damage of the hurricane. So a lot of white birch in that area, and they have maple there also. So all right, I guess I'm going to kind of end this now. It's going to be another, I always say I'm going to do a short video, and it ends up being a long one. So I guess in my final words will be, have a happy New Year. And we'll see you all, or chat with you, in the new year, 2025. Isn't that something? Oh, we got a little birthday coming up here too. This tractor right here will turn 50 years old tomorrow. That is a 1975 Case 224. She blows snow. She has a mowing deck that goes underneath it, which is right there. And it also splits wood. There are videos of this tractor splitting wood. Just an old wood splitter that was homemade by somebody that I bought from. And the wood splitter hooks up there. Works great. Works great. So I'll do a little overview of the tractors here, I guess. So this one is a 1976 Massey Ferguson 12. I guess I'm kind of running on in time here, aren't I? I said I was going to stop, but that's what I normally do. I say I'm going to stop, but I don't. This one with the cab tractor, there's lots of people like cab tractors. And this is, I believe it's about a 1980. They were built between 77 and 83. The model serial number tag is gone, so I can't tell for exactly what year it is, so I kind of call it a 1980. So it's a Ford LGT 165. Has a 16 horsepower Kohler engine. This one here is a Jacobsen. When it was come out new, and somebody painted it blue, so I just kind of call it a Ford tractor. And it's a 1987. Now that Ford tractor over there was also built by Jacobsen, but they sold an awful lot of those Ford tractors. And what else do we have? 87, 1980. This one here is 1975, 1976, and the John Deere 140H3 is a 1970. So that'll be 55 years old tomorrow. It's a good old tractor too, that. It's got a mowing deck for it also, and a snow thrower. Kind of neat, some of the old tractors back then, they had cigarette lighters. All right, so there now. I'll cut it off here now. I'm getting kind of foolish here and rambling on. So, like I say, have a happy New Year, and wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, and stay safe tonight. That is for sure. Goodbye now.